The final home game of any college football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Welcome to the home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Minnesota Golden Gophers, taking on last year's national champions, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Golden Gophers will kick it away to start us off. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Penn State's offense takes the field. Blowouts in rivalry games can be the result of a number of factors. Sometimes teams start pressing. Sometimes it just gets away. Sometimes they didn't have the right mindset. The last time they got together, lopsided. What happens this time, David?
But either way, last time affects this time because all you heard about is we weren't even competitive. This is a rivalry game, a big-time game. We didn't show up. We dishonored our previous teams and squads, and we've got to do better. That's all they've heard coming into this game, Palmer.
Yeah, David, I think that was the story the last time these teams played. One team handled the emotion of the game better than the other team. You've got to be able to play within yourself and play one snap at a time. That last game got away from the losing team. I don't expect that to happen today.
And the Nittany Lions in a good spot here with second and short. To throw, it's Baker. Starting to feel a little pressure. He'll pull it down and run. Not a lot of room there. He'll pick up a few before he's forced out of bounds. The Nittany Lions getting set on 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. It's Hayes. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Makes the grab. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Hayes. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you... There he goes! A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
Throws a nice completion there for a 1st down. This guy has been the biggest key to this team's success all season long. He's shown up in big moments. He's won big games. He's putting up big numbers, and that's why he's in the discussion to win the Heisman Trophy.
Gets it to him on the screen. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! A great catch and run for 6. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
So Minnesota's offense has its first opportunity of the day. They are going to be greeted rather rudely, I guess, by a group of defensive linemen that wreak havoc and hunt down quarterbacks, Jesse.
And they wreck games. They take away everything you do offensively. So it's a huge challenge in this one, David, for this offensive coordinator to try to call plays and find ways to get the football away from these big...
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Quarterback on the keeper. That's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Yeah, tell you what, it's hard to be a quarterback in an option offense when you got so many things you have to be accountable for, and then you got to take care of the football, right? When you do make the decision to run, right or wrong, it's your decision. Now you got to wrap that thing up. You can't fumble the football there.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Takes the handoff. It's Hayes. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. It'll be third and long. Looking downfield, it's Baker. And the incomplete pass on third down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. Splits the uprights. Good. And now the lead is extended a little further. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
Trying to start the drive with a pass. On the run, still looking. Look out, he's got room. Breaks into the open. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
That time the defense was in man coverage. There was nobody watching the quarterback, so when he took off to scramble, nobody home to make a tackle right away, and he shows you the athleticism, he shows you the speed, and also shows you great decision-making that time, deciding to tuck and run for a huge play on the ground.
Wants to go up top on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Fuller. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Golden Gophers come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Anderson will throw. Here comes the heat. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Really nice third down sub defense there that time. It's third and long. They're expecting a pass. They're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change them.
Down the middle. The 30. 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Penn State. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. Lining up for the PAT. With the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Phyllis, take a peek at what's happening in this interesting battle in the MAC. Miami is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul in Oxford who doesn't believe they can't pull this off. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Akron.
Looking to the big tight end. Got his man downfield.
Any big developments here in the MAC, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Power football with the run. Some belief in that running game as they pick up 5 to the 35-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Anderson wants to throw. And the timing just a hair off.
Well, nice job by the defense. They're playing with a big lead. They know the offense has to throw it, and they're inviting throws over the middle of the field, knowing they can break on these passes and maybe pick one off. Offense lucky, that wasn't a turnover.
And a nice play by the defense. Third and short, you're thinking run most of the time, but a really nice job playing tight on the wide receivers, playing the pass and giving no space for the offense.
And that is an excellent punt as it lands out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. This is just what they wanted, a quick start, Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Hey, listen, explosive plays comes in all different shapes and sizes. That time they attack the outside to the left on the ground, and that is a momentum-shifting play.
They know they have a huge advantage there. I expect them to go right back to it.
And what do you do now if you're on defense? You got to be expecting that they're going to try and attack that side of the field, maybe in the same way, maybe on this next play right here.
Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wideout. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. The Nittany Lions trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Now improvising. Throwing on the run. Catch inside the 25. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
Well, this guy has shown up time and time again for his football team. Top 10 statistically in passing yardage this year, but it's been in big games, in big moments where he's really shined. That's why this guy's in contention to win the Heisman Trophy.
They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. The Nittany Lions will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. And this was just a low man wins battle right on the doorstep of the goal line, and the defense comes up with the stop.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Touchdown, Nittany Lions! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
How explosive is this offense, right? They rev it up so quickly. Speed, playmaking ability, versatility, running, throwing, NFL talent all over the place. And after that last touchdown, they've already blown this game wide open. And guys, we're not even through the first quarter yet.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Anderson will throw. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Makes the grab. It's gone. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Defense showing blitz, trying to rattle this quarterback. We've reached a break, and Penn State is on top. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the second quarter. Looking to fire. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. And the Golden Gophers will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Looks it in at the 40. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Going to the ground. after picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. Got the back over the middle. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Caught near the sticks. It's Rivero. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Man, how fast did they get in there and make that tackle for a loss? If you blinked, you missed it. Nice job by the defense getting penetration. Everybody up near the line of scrimmage, shooting the gaps quick, getting in the backfield, getting the guy on the ground.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. And the Nittany Lions come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Looking to throw, it's Baker. Gets it out fast. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. The Nittany Lions look to keep this drive humming. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Moving away from pressure. Turning it on. Steps out of bounds just inside the 20. They'll mark him down at the 18.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run. You got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time they let him get out of bounds.
Now down to the 12-yard line. It's 1st down. Touchdown, Penn State! And they take it in for 6 more points. Lining up to add another. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Sends it back in motion. To the air on 2nd down. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He'll pull it on the read. He's able to get it out to the 25, but needed a little bit more to move the chains. It'll be 4th down. The Golden Gophers will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll look to pin him deep. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything
Lets it fly. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass?
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take it.
There he goes. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
They'll snap it from the 39. 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Baker. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
He's got the back in the middle. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the 1st down. 3rd down coming up after that completion. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Denmark. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Oh, you know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch it?
Hauls it in, the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. They'll go back to the ground. There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
They'll run play action. Looking to scramble. A shot toward the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Picks up enough to get them 1st and 10 from the 13.
How many first downs is that alone, just on this drive? The defense, they keep this up, they're going to get worn out and continue to have to play more and more guys. They got to do something to change this.
Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Baker. Grabbed behind the line, it's Hayes. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. The Nittany Lions have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Under fire. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurries. You got to get pressures. And when you can get hits and make him feel the physicality of the game, maybe you can take that guy and knock him down a few notches.
This is kind of like Vegas and gambling. You got a big completion there on 3rd down. You've set up 4th. You could take the field goal and take the easy money, but you might decide to roll the dice here, stay on the field, and go for it on 4th down, hoping to get it.
He's got it, 1st down and more. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1. This offense has been a touchdown, Nittany Lions! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the 2nd half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Palmer. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the 2nd half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. He'll do it himself. Jukes his way for more. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a 1st down at the 29. And the Golden Gophers moving quickly to the line. Anderson wants to throw. Bringing the heat. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They're getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
Throws to the wideout. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Gonna run it. It's gone. He's wrestled down right at the 35. Good job by the defense to stop that conversion attempt. 4th down coming. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. The Golden Gophers will punt this one away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. On his way back from the 20. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. Looking to throw on first down. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis, and through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Nothing went right in that first half, and the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further. Breaks into the open. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. And the Golden Gophers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Running to Green. Smashes ahead. What a play there, and he's got it all the way down to the 7-yard line. After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The run up the middle, looking for the score. And this one will be stopped for no gain. It's as if there's a force field that's been keeping them out of the end zone and off the scoreboard. They'll try to change it on third and goal. Here's the pressure. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. I wouldn't say they cut into the deficit. They sort of microscopically edged off the deficit. Still a mountain to climb. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
Maybe that stop shows this defense is tightening up, especially in the run game. The offense, frankly, they've been able to do whatever they want to do. They're just handing the ball off. This guy's having success left and right.
Oh, he's got some space. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
Man, this guy has had an amazing year all season long. He has stepped up and made plays for his team when they needed it most. And with that last completion, he's now crossed 4,000 yards passing for the year.
On the run, it's Hayes.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Looking to throw, it's Baker. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. They'll say he goes out of bounds, mark it at the 46. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Nittany Lions are flying down the field. Running behind that left side. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
Late in the year, this guy is square in the middle of the Heisman Trophy discussion because of his performance. He throws a nice completion there for a first down, but it's been week in, week out. Big moments. He's led this team to a ton of wins. He is their best player.
He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the third down.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Penn State! Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on yours.
Turning it on. Oh, and he ruins the big gainer with a fumble. And they were lucky that fumble went out of bounds. They'll maintain possession. The Golden Gophers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Anderson will throw. Fires to the right. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Golden Gophers decide to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He makes the catch at the 10. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. The sure hands, it's Hayes. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals. The give to the tailback. Defense there to get him out of bounds as he gets it down to the 48.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Well, 2 things I love by the quarterback on that play. 1, his ability to flush outside the pocket and make a quick decision. No one's open and I'm taking off and running. And 2, get out of bounds. No need to take a big hit.
It's picked off, and that's number 10. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Just tried to drop a little floater in there, and it's incomplete. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. On the move at the 30. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. Give him 105 yards on the ground, and what a season he's having. It's almost certainly going to be a 1,000-yard campaign. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Anderson wants to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Stokes. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to get behind the defense. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Golden Gophers will try to pin them back with the punt. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. Was looking for more running room but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Give to the running back. Past the first down marker and still running. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Good work up front to get that first down on the ground, and now they'll go back to work. Going to try to pop one on the screen. At midfield, he's got room. They'll make the stop, and not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Pocket breaking down. Caught behind the line. It's Hayes. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football.
There he goes. Gets him down at the 30 after a 15-yard pickup. They are threatening, and they have a first down. Leaves it with the running back. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Out of the backfield, he's open. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. And how good is it for a quarterback to have a running back he not only can just dump it off to, but can actually be dangerous as a receiver?
Agreed, Reese. It's not just checkdowns or screens or...
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! That ought to be enough to make this lead insurmountable, and with it, they'll be a perfect 10-0.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get concerned, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. On the ground, it's Goff. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Anderson will throw. Finds his man. It's Stokes. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the back. Fighting off the defender. Knocked down in the backfield. And boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Got a little space. Breaks into the open. The tap. Touchdown, Golden Gophers. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Well, it's good to finally see this offense have a little bit of success, because that has not been the case in this game. Nothing has gone their way. They keep shooting themselves in the foot. You know, guys, coaches are always trying to find things to build on, and this is at least something late in this game, scoring that touchdown that hopefully helps build their confidence the next time they take the field.
Stopped at the 26, brought it out of the end zone, picked up an extra yard. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. The running back has it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. And the Nittany Lions will try to pick it up on 4th down. Converts on 4th down, still going. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the 1st down before he's dragged to the ground.
Well, there's the advantage of having versatility at the running back position. On 4th down, everybody in the stadium is expecting if you throw it, it's probably going to a receiver at tight end.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
Well, remember, the defense allowed a rushing touchdown to this quarterback on the last drive, so a nice job making some adjustments on the sideline. They look like they've got a little bit of a better plan for him.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it trickled through his fingers. You have a big lead in the 4th quarter. When you do that, the only explanation for it is you're trying to send a message by sticking in another touchdown.
Yeah, and saying, listen, it's your job to stop us, and right now we're eating you alive. So I think, you know, there's some psychological warfare, right? There's some...
He'll loft one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Nittany Lions will punt it away on 4th down. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position. Oh, he's got some space. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. And the Golden Gophers just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Anderson wants to throw. Fires complete on the crosser. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw on 1st down. Throws for the tight end. A strike downfield. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. The Golden Gophers come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to...
It's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Great job by the defense in the back end that time. He made the catch, and he had a little wiggle room to run afterwards, but they were able to get to him, rip the football out, and that is a massive takeaway for the defense.
And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
And on those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my run. Going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
Man, that's one you expect him to make in his sleep, right? He's one of the better receivers in the entire country. He just dropped that one over the middle of the field.
Got it in the middle. It's Denmark. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. On 4th down, going to the air. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Makes the catch on the left. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the plus 42. The Nittany Lions are moving quickly down the field. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
The Nittany Lions come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Turning it on! And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet, and that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Ball security going to be paramount this time, Jesse.
Yeah, and sense of
going deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. So now it's second and long. Got a man. It's Fuller. Powers through. Slips a tackle, and he's got room. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's first and 10. From the gun, the ground game. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way.
As a defender, you love the big hits. And you know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you get the big hit and force the fumble.
This offense has it with really good field position. He wants to change this route. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. He'll keep it himself. Oh, what a move.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on. Turn the page to the next game because things just have not been going their way, throwing or running the football.
The give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Creates a little space. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. And the Golden Gophers with the first and 10. Leaves it with the back. There he goes. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. With the clock running, this should be the final play. There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well here. They weren't overhyped in this game. They came out, they looked prepared, they were calm, definitely confident. And David, they were able to go out, execute well enough to get this win.
And it's hard in these rivalry games with all the emotions running so deep. Like, you sometimes get overzealous. Sometimes you get too many penalties. It's hard to rein in your emotions, but they did. They kept it in check, and now bragging rights for a whole year.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.